I've got some good news that's bad news. And it's not that my portfolio is down almost $1,500 on the week. It's the fact that I went to my earned dividends today and I noticed that I received $17.35 in my real estate pie. And none of my stocks give out $17.35 or anywhere near there, and none of them have grown their dividend. In fact, one of my stocks that I've owned since the pandemic, Gladstone Commercial Corp, or ticker symbol GOOD, decreased their dividend, or in fact, they cut their dividend by 20%. So what that means is I just lost one of dividend income from one of my favorite stocks, and now I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to completely revamp my portfolio. And that's why in today's video, I'm showing you guys my major dividend stock portfolio updates. So let's just start off with what I'm getting rid of. So if I go to my real estate pie, I actually increased it from 8% of my portfolio to 10% of my portfolio. So as you guys can see, I'm selling GOOD because not only did they cut their dividend, but they never really grew their dividend in the first place. And then I'm also cutting BXMT, Blackstone Mortgage Trust, and LTC Properties. And the reason I'm getting rid of these two stocks is that they've both never grown their dividend. And I fear that they could also cut their dividend. So the way I see it, if it doesn't grow, it's got to go. So with that being said, I'm going to be adding onto my portfolio American Tower Corp and Digital Realty Trust. And then I'm increasing realty income from 20% to 25%. I kept Stag at 20%. I increased FRT from 10% to 15%. Then, of course, AMT and DLR are both going to 20%. So that's the major update to my real estate pie. Then let's actually look at these stocks. So if I go to DLR, Digital Realty Trust, and I just want to scroll down, look at their profile. So they operate as a real estate investment trust, which engages in the provision of data center, co-location, and interconnection solutions. It serves the following industries: artificial intelligence, networks, cloud, digital media, mobile, financial services, healthcare, and gaming. And if I go over to Seeking Alpha, currently trading at $104.96, they're down significantly, 32.25% on the year. They're at the lower bound of the 52-week range, and they have a PFFO of 15.67. Now, if we look at their dividends, they have a pretty great dividend yield at 4.63%, annual payout of $4.88. I'm not going to look at the payout ratio because it's real estate. Then they have a 5-year growth rate of 5.58%, which is much better than the 0% I got from BXMT, GOOD, and LTC. And they've been growing their dividend for about 17 years. Now, if we look at their financials, you can see that their rental revenue and their total revenues have been increasing year over year, which is great to see. And then their net income it's fluctuated, but it's gone up overall. Then I'm not going to really look at their balance sheet because I would expect a real estate company to have a lot of debt. But next up, if I go to American Tower Corp and scroll down, they provide real estate investment services and owns and operates and develops multiple multi-tenant real estate properties. It operates through the following segments: US and Canada, Asia Pacific, Europe, Africa, Latin America, and services. So the Asia market refers to Australia and India. The Europe market is France, Germany, and Poland. The Africa market is Burkina Faso, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and Uganda. And then Latin America is Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Paraguay, and Peru. And I probably butchered quite a few of those. And then the services segment offers tower-related services in the United States, including site acquisition, zoning and permitting services, and structural analysis services. Then if we go over here, they're currently trading at $223.35. They're down 10.3%. They're just off the middle of the 52-week range, and they got a PFFO of 17.8. Now, if we look at their dividends, they've got a dividend yield of 2.77%, which is still decent. It's still good. I think when I first heard of AMT, their dividend yield was like 1.1 or 1.3%, and they have an annual payout of $6.24, an awesome 5-year growth rate of 17.47%, and 10 years of dividend growth, which makes them a dividend contender. And I actually wanted to show you guys the dividend history because it's pretty interesting. If you scroll down, so in 2011, it was 0.35. They dropped the dividend. However, since 2012, they've been growing their dividend rapidly. If you see, a lot of times they grow their dividend every single quarter. If you just scroll up, 0.32, 4, 36, 38, 42, 44, 46, 49, 51, 53, 55, 58. So you can see they're growing their dividend essentially every single quarter, which is insane. Even here in 2022, 1.4, 1.43, 1.47, 1.56. So this is quite a dividend growth stock, if I have to say so myself. And if we go to their financials, their rental revenue and total revenue has been growing every single year, which is great to see. Then if we go to their net income, that has also been growing and quite significantly recently throughout the years. So once again, I'm not going to go to their balance sheet because I expect them to have a ton of debt. But if we go back to my portfolio, you guys can see, let's go actual to target, that I did increase, like I said, real estate to 10%. And then I dropped Apple and Clorox back down to 1%. And mainly because these stocks, they don't grow their dividend very much. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do with Apple and Clorox and my other 1%ers for right now. And one more thing with real estate is when I had Gladstone, it was like 36% of my real estate portfolio. So now I'm glad I'm getting rid of these stocks and buying new ones. And all 5 of these stocks grow their dividends. And now I will finally be at peace because my real estate portfolio should be perfectly balanced instead of everything out of whack. And let's look at my future trades. So selling $2,839 of good, $1,500 of LTC, and 1,000 of BXMT. And I'll be buying almost 2,000 of AMT and DLR, and then $729 of O, $458 of Stag, and $263 of FRT. And that'll happen tomorrow. So guys, thank you for watching the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more investing content. And check out the links below. And check out my Amazon links. If you click one of my Amazon links, you don't have to buy that product. You can buy any product. But I would say only click the link if you're already planning on buying something from Amazon. It would help me out a lot.